the 2K Sports pregame show.
This is 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA. We're joined by the legends, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the New York Knicks going up against the Orlando Magic. Well, for Orlando, they're ahead of where they were last season at this time. Always nice to see that progress in a positive direction. And with a few moments here, we've seen a lot of coaching turnover. When you played, Shaq,
it's an all-Eastern Conference matchup in today's game as the Knicks come into town for this one. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some terrific NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Thrilled to be back in Orlando. The Magic ready for that home court advantage. After dropping the first 3 games of the season, they need to turn it around.
And I think for the Magic, it's been a nice run they're on to start the season, especially when you compare it to the way it ended just a year ago.
Yeah, and there's an impressive buzz around this team right now. They're very capable of far more wins than they had a year ago.
So the New York starting 5, they've got Jared Bayless, Robin Lopez out there with Porzingis. Then there's Aflalo, and it's Anthony in at the 3 spot. Vucevic with the bucket.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Here is Bayless. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Wizards in Washington.
And Kevin, a remarkable night for him passing the basketball as well. He did a great job racking up the assists.
5 to shoot. From deep. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And now, just over a minute played here in the first. Here's Houdini. He's coming off a 16-point game against Brooklyn.
Yeah, and it seemed like he spent about half the game shooting free throws. Credit him for really taking it to the defense.
Aflalo the pass to Bayless. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Fires from the line, and the shot is good. Bayless has got his first points of the game.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
Picked by Vucevic. Out to Harris. 3-pointer. And he gets it to go.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
A chance now to go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to visit with Kurt Rambis.
Yes, Kevin, we talked about how you can slow down this very formidable offensive team. He told me it's all about following the scouting report, saying we have so much information nowadays, where guys shoot best, where they maybe don't shoot as well. We provide that to our players, and it's incumbent upon them, and of course us as a coaching staff, to try to take away what they do best. Guys, we'll see if they can take them out of their groove tonight. Back to you.
Okay, Doris, appreciate the report and Coach's plan here tonight. A good one, guys.
And I agree with him. I think he's determined not to let the opposing offense dictate tempo. And I think that is a good game.
That's the only plan, really, Greg and Kevin. I mean, they cannot allow that offense to run wild. This game has to be played on their terms.
All sorts of time. The shot's good from Bayless. Bayless has got his second bucket tonight. For the Orlando Magic, they come into this one following a loss to the Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah, they just caught a team, Kevin, that was in a zone, and they didn't have the manpower defensively to disrupt them.
Hey, zone or no zone, I expected a little more fight out of them than what they showed. I mean, they never strung together any stops like they needed to.
And Harris wide open. He shoots. Harris missing again. Anthony kicks to Bayless. It's hauled in by Gordon. Orlando trailing here. Here's Houdini. Kicks it out to Gordon. Pass to Harris. Here's Houdini. Shoots. Nice move. Out to Harris. Here's the 3. And again, it's Orlando with the 3. Guys back and forth this first half.
Well, 5 lead changes early on, guys, as we grapple back and forth.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Now here's Anthony. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Bayless dishes to Lopez. Shot clock at 6. Here's Anthony. No good. So Orlando will take it the other way. This their first look at this year's New York squad.
And 2 teams here that were evenly matched a season ago as they split the season series.
Yeah, they'd settle for 500 against most teams. Both squads win challenge, perhaps a way to put it. But one of them has got to win tonight.
New York trailing. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. The Knicks hit on 2 for 2 in the game at the line. That free throw good from Anthony. So for the Magic, Hezonja comes in for Aaron Gordon, and it's Victor Oladipo in for Payne. And a new group in for the Knicks. Kevin Serafin, he's checked in for Lopez. John Henson comes in for Porzingis. Nick Young's checked in for Aaron Aflalo. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Jared Bayless. Teams value the 3 so much nowadays. Let's check out the best at it. Number 1, the Magic.
The threat of deep shooting makes everything easier offensively. They've been incredibly accurate from long range.
Here's Houdini. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Vucevic, and so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2. This is his first trip to the line tonight, and he knocks down the first one. Orlando leading by 9, and now brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Setting the floor for the Knicks. Aflalo is out there with Porzingis. Then it's Jared Bayless. Then there's DJ Augustine. And it's Lopez in at the center, locking down the middle. Now Augustine, after Victor Oladipo missed from long range. There's a good screen. Here is Bayless, guarded by Oladipo. Aflalo, the pass to Porzingis. Just 4 to shoot. DJ Augustine, and that's good. Augustine's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Knicks. Here's Houdini. And the foul goes against New York. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Gordon with a screen on Augustine. The kick out to Oladipo. Just 3 to shoot. Drains it from beyond the arc. Oladipo's got 5 now.
And really, he's just done a great job of finding the open man every trip down.
Boy, it sure has seemed as though he's done it every time. It's been an awesome display of passing for him today.
Now here is Augustine. A 14-point game for him in the win against the Wizards in Washington.
And even though he missed that, you have to take those shots when you get the opportunity.
Exactly. They don't come much better or easier than that.
Here's Houdini. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. The kick out to Oladipo. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Now here is Augustine. He's covered closely. Tipped away. He's got a clear path. Here's Houdini. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Hey, guys, well, Kurt Rambis had some advice for the team in that last break. He went over the offensive game plan and that it hinges on running through Lopez. Coach reminded them that he is supposed to be the key factor tonight, and he still wants to see that happen. I'm sure Coach is hoping those changes turn the tide in this game and shrink the deficit before halftime. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. And that one's good.
Assist goes to Jared Bates.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Here's Houdini, headed by Augustine, pass to Vucevic, and stolen by Aflalo. And here comes Augustine, late in the fast break. Bayless's shot is off.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Here's Houdini. Passes it to Payne. Vucevic down low. Lopez covering. 6 to shoot. Here's Houdini. Kicks it out to Gordon. The three. Augustine grabs the board. For the New York Knicks, they won their last contest against the Wizards in Washington.
And believe it or not, it wasn't the stars that led the charge for them in that win. It was about the role players. I mean, the guys who they don't usually count on for the lion's share of their points came through.
Guys, simply a complete team performance, and road wins where everybody contributes really can galvanize a team and bring it together.
Here's Aflalo. That one off the back iron and out. Magic leading by 7. Here's Houdini. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
For the Knicks, John Henson comes in for Robin Lopez. And it's Carmelo Anthony in for Augustine. Now Anthony. A good portion of the scoring has come from him. He averages more than 18 points a game. There's the dish to Bayless. The feed to Aflalo. Henson in the post. Vucevic on him. The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play. Kevin Seraphin, he's checked in for the Knicks. Young comes in for Aaron Aflalo.
Right here, Kevin, we can get a look at New York and what kind of numbers they've put up these last 10 games. First in opponent field goal percentage, third in rebounds, and they're the third-ranked team in free throw percentage. A number of players on that team are very comfortable and capable at the foul line.
And go back to their top-notch defense. They just smother you and impose their will on you. A lot of nights it seems like teams don't even know what hit them.
The Magic have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
And, guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
Knicks trail by 8. Here is Bayless. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. Henson with the screen. Seraphin kicks to Young. And it's Henson atop the key. 5 on the clock. Anthony dishes to Young. Some nice passing by New York here. And Jared Bayless the bucket on the assist by Henson. Bayless has got 6.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
There's a good screen. Houdini passes to Gordon. Here's Houdini. 6 points for him. Orlando needs to get off a shot. The wide open look here for Vucevic. The Magic again can't hit. Knicks trail by 6. A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. Takes a big high bounce and goes in.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Here's Houdini. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game.
That is such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
And it's one thing to get the steal, but to so alertly turn it into a transition opportunity, even better.
Vucevic with the bucket.
Vucevic for 2.
The Knicks have gone 7 of 11 from the field in the second quarter.
Less than 2 minutes
Anthony kicks to Seraphin. It's hauled in by the Magic. They've led by as many as 11 points. The Oklahoma City Thunder will be in town for the next one. And that's game 2 of this string of 4 games played at home. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Now it's a 6-point Magic lead.
Assist goes to
And Bayless kicks to Anthony. Knocks it loose. And the pass to Henson. The drive by Anthony. And that one goes in as he is fouled. So we've reached the end of...
Well, Nick, you guys had a...
Fans, get ready for your
We're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. You know, Vucevic, guys, has been exceptional.
Yeah, he's played just a smart game overall offensively, looking for and finding the gaps in the defense, and also terrific shot selection.
Greg, that's exactly what we're talking about when we talk about being efficient as an offensive player. Fully on display there with him.
Gordon and Vucevic together in the post. Dane out there with Houdini. And it's Harris in at the small forward. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. And both free throws good for Vucevic. Knicks trail by 13. To the middle. Here's Lopez. And that one's good. Lopez has got his second basket of the night.
And that's 6 straight points now, guys, coming on the inside.
Yeah, those are like body blows in boxing, starting to take it to him. Great effort.
Here's Houdini. They set the pick. Out to Harris. 4 on the clock. Buries it from three-point range. Harris has got his third bucket of the night.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Nets made some major contributions. He picked up 16 points, and not a surprise in how he scored. Drew contact and finished at the free throw line. Not a lot of mistakes made by him in what was an excellent showing of his skill.
And Doris, thank you so much. He couldn't have been much better in that game, could he?
Not at all. He was great. I mean, that's for sure. If he wasn't at his best, he was awfully close.
Guys, he came to compete and win. Let's hope he's got that same attitude, that same energy, that same swag here tonight.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
And the Knicks with possession here. Following the miss by Freak. And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. To the inside. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon. And here now on the 2K leaderboard, the best distributors in the league. The point guards with the most assists per game this season. Freak is second.
And these are the best passers in the NBA. No question about it. Every one of them is willing and able to be the floor general out there and make sure the offense is running at full speed.
And that's the thing to me. I mean, as exceptional as their assist numbers are, it's their leadership and that ability to direct their offense. That's what makes them stand out.
Knicks trail by 16. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
And the shot is good.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They have got to figure it out.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Knocked away. It's stolen by Anthony. Up the floor. Here's Bayless. That's in there. Anthony with the assist.
Assist goes to
Bayless has got 8 points.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Here's Houdini. 6 points for him. Out to Harris. Shoots it. Almost, but it rolls out.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
You know, fought hard from start to finish on that play. Defended the shot and then finished it off with the rebound.
Gordon with a screen on Anthony. Here's Houdini, covered by Anthony. 5 to shoot. Here's Harris. Harris missing again.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
Anthony, the pass to Porzingis. On the wing of Flello. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here.
And with the moment, let's check out the stats for Vucevic. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. 7th in field goal percentage, and he's among the top 15 in rebounding. Just a powerful presence in the paint.
And, you know, back to his phenomenal efficiency from 3. His consistent shooting creates a lot of openings in the defense.
Here's Houdini. Kicks it out to Gordon. Once again off the mark, Orlando. Knicks trail by 12. From the stripe. And yes, sir, that one drops. Bayless has got 4 points this quarter. Orlando, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Pick by Vucevic. Here's Houdini. He has 6. Trying to get back on track. In the corner, it's Gordon. Magic moving the ball around. Here's Harris. Knocks it loose.
Boy, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one.
And Bayless kicks to Aflalo. And he trims the lead to single digits. Aflalo's got 6 points.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
Here's Houdini. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Taking a look at New York. Off to a great start this season, currently in 2nd. And, of course, the Orlando Magic, 5 games behind.
And I think for the Magic, it's early. But we can already say something about them that we couldn't say last year. This may be a team with legitimate playoff hope.
And, Greg, unlike last year, they're taking the court every night, believing they can win this season, no matter who they're facing.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Wesley Johnson.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Alfred Payton, who's checked in for Houdini. Magic leading by 8. And New York looking at who they've got. Porzingis is out there with Robin Lopez. Then there's Aflalo. Then it's Jared Bayless. And it's Augustine in a point.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing. And right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
Orlando's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Houdini passes to Vucevic. Here's Houdini. Vucevic is screen on Augustine. Here's Houdini. Kicks it to Vucevic. Misses the layup. Knicks trail by 8. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. That's good. 9 points for Aaron Aflalo.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Exactly what the doctor ordered. Those three-point bombs will erase the deficit quickly if they can keep it up.
Here's Houdini. Out to Harris. All sorts of time. And right on target. Good. And the Magic lead by 7. New York's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Now here is Augustine. He's tightly guarded.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
Here's Houdini. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Been a stellar outing in this one for Houdini. 10 points and 9 assists.
Hey, guys, he's been making play after play on both ends of the floor.
No let up in him, and that's mindset. That's not just physical tenacity, but that's a mental tenacity, too, that he brings to the court.
Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for the Magic. Payne comes in for Oladipo. And a switch here also for New York. Anthony's checked in. Pass to Porzingis. Looking for Anthony and gets it there. At basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
And they'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to pull this game out.
Here's Houdini. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Kicks it out to Gordon. Shot clock at 6. To the paint. Here's Houdini. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Orlando.
I like the work they've done at the free throw line all throughout this game. They've been the aggressors.
Something we've also seen them doing tonight is getting the long ball to go down. Big points from outside.
Second free throw, no good. Knicks trail by 6. Now Bayless. He dishes it to Lopez. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for 2. That one on Vucevic. That free throw good from Lopez.
Robin Lopez taking 2 shots.
Both free throws good from Lopez. Magic leading by 4. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Here's Houdini. Got a piece of it. And now, in transition, it's Aflalo. Here we go. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Payne passes to Houdini. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. To the left wing. For the 3. Harris misses. Knicks trail by 4. Here's Anthony. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got 4 rebounds in this game. For Orlando, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Here's Houdini. In the corner, it's Harris. A 3-pointer is right on target. Harris has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And with that 3, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Hey, guys. Well, Kurt Rambis had some advice for the team in that last break. He told the squad, now is the time when we turn it on and leave them in the rear view mirror. It won't be easy, but guys, I know we can put them away. Let's see if they can deliver, Kevin.
Sinks it, and the shot from Porzingis.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
Magic leading by 5. Here's Houdini, picked by Vucevic. And that game will be game 3 of 5 away from home.
And he's caught fire this quarter, yet to miss a shot.
Here's Houdini. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
That's his third personal foul. At the line, shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. The Knicks making a switch here. Henson's checked in. Both free throws good from Houdini.
And he's doing a great job at the charity stripe. It's easy to overlook, but those freebies can make the difference.
Bayless dishes to Carmelo. And it's Bayless in the corner. That's in there. Anthony with the assist.
Assisted by Carmelo Anthony.
Magic leading by 3. Picked by Vucevic. Here's Houdini. Dishes it to Vucevic. Stolen by Henson. It's stolen by Vucevic. Pass to Houdini. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Anthony.
Remains Orlando ball.
Here's Payne. Here's Houdini. Picked by Vucevic. Clock at 6. Here's Houdini. Gordon outside, and he gets it to go.
Aaron Gordon.
Now Bayless. He kicks it to Anthony.
2 minutes, less than 2 minutes
19 off the glass. Anthony's got 19 points.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Here's Houdini. Out to Harris. Uncovered. Again, the Magic score.
2 points. New York calls timeout. Ladies and gentlemen, your Magic dancers.
A minute 42 left here in the fourth quarter. Porzingis can't hit.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Picked by Vucevic. Kicks it out to Gordon. Jacks up a 3. They get it back. And it's Vucevic missing.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Outside Anthony. 1:06 left in the fourth quarter. Clock at 6. It's good. And now they trail by just 4.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Here's Houdini. They set the screen. Nifty move. Right side, Gordon. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Victor Oladipo, he's jacked in for Orlando.
Oladipo.
Baseline jumper. Good.
And you could tell they had that play ready to go. Well done on the inbound.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. And so here's Orlando. At one point, they led by 16. Passes to Houdini. Back to Oladipo. Orlando moving the ball around.
Only one player gets credit for the steal, but really both defenders made it happen on that one.
And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, that's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
My goodness. How about the degree of difficulty on that shot?
When you're hot, you're hot. And he is absolutely scorching.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Shooting 2. 3.
And no good as the first free throw, missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. So he comes up empty at the line. From deep. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. And so the big win by Orlando in a tight game. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as Barkley continued to wait out until the very last minute.
Plenty of assists for you in this win tonight. Did you see something in their defense that you were able to exploit?
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak.
How about the show Freak was putting on tonight? It was a freak show. That's one of the smartest basketball players I've ever seen. Being able to use either hand and being as skilled as he is poses so many problems out there. But as modest as he is, he's not going to gloat even though he's having a great performance. He's going to just go right back out there, get to work for the next game.
I love how he played aggressive and got to the free throw line consistently. I really love that. He was going to get his points by any means necessary. He was the force. And that meant drawing contact, getting to the stripe, and finishing.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet